So when I first heard that you wanted to come in and see us, I was amazed that somebody at 17 years of age wanted to come and speak to us and tell us about the situation that you find yourself in. So really, in your own words, why did you want to come and talk to us and let this story come out?
Well, the reason I wanted to come is because I wanted to give awareness about stammering.
This therapy that you use, because you sent us a video,
Yeah.
and you're using it's a breathing technique.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So it's just basically coastal breathing, and it's where you take a big deep breath and speak at the top of the breath. And for example, I'll say my name, Faizan Sheikh, so I'm talking at the top of the breath.
Who brought this to your attention, and who taught you the actual technique?
So I went on this course called the Starfish course, and it's a non-profit organization, and there's two people that taught me this technique, and this was Anne Blight and David Blight.
And with you, we've got your mum, and
Yeah.
I'm going to bring mum in on this conversation because you can tell us. Obviously, he's talking to us, but tell us about him as a kid and how his stammer first manifested itself.
Okay, hi, thanks for inviting us today. Faizan was born with a genetic condition, and he was very, very poorly when he was born. His stammer, however, wasn't part of that, but he developed that at about 3, and the journey thereon was quite bumpy in terms of the health, social, education, a long journey that has taken us to, has brought us here really.
When you say it literally, did it just appear overnight, the stammer?
I would say when I realised that he is stumbling on his first words, that came overnight. Thereafter, realising that, as any mother would, I need to do something about this. I need to seek help. And the first thing that comes to your mind is speech therapy. Where can I get it? Where is it available? Where do I need to take my son to, excuse me, in a sad way to say, sort this out, as if that wasn't the right thing for him. Since then, from pillar to post, from therapy to private therapy, we've been everywhere, and Faizan has taught me that I will sort this out myself. You find me the way, Mum. You find me the way, and I will take it and I'll run.
So what did you do, Faizan? How did you find out?
So basically, it was my mum's idea to take me to this course, and I was on my last hurdle with my speech, so I was really frustrated. So my mum rang Anne Blight and said, look, I want to put Faizan on this course. And so I went there, and it was really overwhelming, and it changed my life.
And that's what I was going to say to you, because it must have done. If you couldn't communicate probably before, and now you're doing brilliantly, how do you feel about the fact that you sat here now in a radio studio with me, and we can converse, we can talk?
I feel very confident because I enjoy coming out of my comfort zones, and since the course I've been doing quite a lot of things. So I've been doing motivational videos, and I've been putting them on Facebook, Instagram, and people have been liking and putting comments on there as well.
Mum, how proud are you of your lad?
Oh, just, I can't even put it into words. I give him something and he runs with it. The change in Faizan from that course was just so inspiring. There was a group of about 11 boys, and Faizan was always the first one up. I will try this. I am going to do this, which gave the other boys, and I'm sure the mums would agree, because there was lots of tissues and there was lots of crying, and they're all going, the fact that Faizan is getting up first, everyone's nervous, but he's just giving it a go. To me, that just felt, I was so proud. Since coming back, he's just taking it on a next level with the videos and the inspirational and the motivation. And it's not just about people, because I know Faizan, I know what he's capable of. It's not about their validation. It's about knowing that Faizan is now accepted, that this is part of me, and all the therapy in the world, and I'm not going to put that down at all, that really helped us through along the journey. But what it is the acceptance of Faizan with his stammer and saying, right, do you know what, this is me, and I'm going to use this to my best of my ability.
And what I feel about our conversation, because, okay, we're actually in a very unnatural environment. We're not sat in a cafe having a cup of tea, me and you. We're in a radio studio. So you're out of your comfort zone +1, and you're fluent, and you must be, when you're in your comfort zone, even more fluent, I would expect. Would I be right with that?
Yeah, so basically I have good days and bad days, and when there is a bad day, I just try and look back how far I've come, and from day one I was really bad, but from now I'm a changed person.
And what are you going to do for the future? What's the future for Faith?
So my future is I want to be a motivational speaker, and I want to give awareness to people that don't be ashamed on what you have, because people are different and unique in their own ways.
It's been a privilege speaking to you.
Thank you very
for
much.
phoning us. Thank you for mithering us to death and getting in the studio. Mum, thank you for bringing him along and telling us your story as well.
Thank you.
He's
Thank you for inviting
a
us.
bit special, isn't he?
He is very special.
You are, mate.
Thank
And
you.
it will be nice along the way because you've got a journey ahead of you now. So every now and then, if you want to drop in and if you're doing something new, you tell us about it.
Yes, I will do. Thank you very much
You
for having me.
Take care. Cheers.
Thank you.
Blimey, mate, that was lovely.
Yeah. We've got,